Comic-Con doesn't want the weekly poll, they get it anyway.
They're gonna kick me out. I don't know what your badges are.
I got one in the bag. We're good.
I'll take
Okay, I gotta get a video. of this. All right, so I want you guys to like cheer as loud as you can. All right, ready? Go. You guys are amazing. Population! Yes!
I still need to come up with a name.
You still need a name.
Everyone renames it every month. I don't get it.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for coming out, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
It's so awesome to see you guys here. It is so fantastic. So we want to open this up talking about Doomsday Clock?
We got to. It just happened. This isn't a spoiler because we don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So let's theorize.
Superman and Batman, or Superman and Dr. Manhattan will meet. Thanks for the whole discussion, guys.
So you must have seen the tweet. The tweets and the oh, mine?
Yeah.
Okay, so I tweeted out the 6th page. That's all they showed, the first 6 pages with the big final reveal.
Yeah.
Rorschach is alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or isn't it?
Okay.
Now I know you're an Alan Moore fan.
I am an Alan Moore fan.
So in Alan Moore's voice, explain to me how you think Rorschach's coming back.
What?
Alan Moore would never bring him back. Okay, well then do that in Alan Moore's voice.
Shouldn't be back. So the whole shit anyway.
I killed him.
I killed it.
Okay, now in Sal's voice,
Yeah.
how do you think he's coming back?
I mean, I assume it's the guild. I assume Dr. Manhattan's like, I made this world, because I assume that the idea is Dr. Manhattan created the DC world, and he's like, I feel bad, I killed Rorschach, but he's not going to be able to ruin the secret of the world I left if he's on this other planet, so here you go. And I named it, originally.
Well, no, so what they said in that one
Yeah.
is that is Watchmen.
Oh, that's Watchmen.
That's picking up from Watchmen. So it starts as the sequel to Watchmen, and Geoff Johns stated,
Oh, I don't care for that.
you don't, all you need to do, he said all you need to do is have read Watchmen, know who Batman and Superman are,
Yeah.
and then read this.
Well, then it's probably Night Owl.
Or you just think it's someone else pretending to be him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. Like that works. Like.
Well, he said Rorschach's got his voice and his character, and he's one of the most fun characters he got to write.
Yeah.
So I don't picture him being like, and he's secretly Night Owl.
Right.
Reveal at the end
It
of
would
the
be a
Yes.
crazy reveal. Jeff Johns loves those reveals.
Yeah.
And I love Geoff Johns reveals.
I'm waiting for something bonkers where it's like, I'm actually Bruce Wayne.
He's the Bruce Wayne of that universe?
No, he's Batman who was just like, when I was killed by Darkseid, I was doing this before I went back to the dawn of man.
Yeah. I kicked around as Rorschach for a little while.
That would be sick if they retcon Bruce Wayne of Watchmen is Rorschach.
Yeah.
Right. And Manhattan is actually Clark Kent.
No way I'll believe
They like it.
No, my guess is just as good as your all's guess in terms of how Rorschach's back. But that's like half the fun, right?
Right.
Like half
That's
the
why we're
fun
here.
is just-
Yes.
Yeah, it's like how in the world is he going to return? Like,
Yeah.
what's the deal with that?
We've been enjoying the speculation of like 3 full-page teasers for the last how many years? Like what, year and a half, 2 years?
We have these covers now.
Yeah, we do.
Did you get these from the?
I did. If you don't want them, I was giving them out. So it's your call.
No, these fine people deserve them.
Yeah.
I'll make my phone background.
For the record, we didn't actually introduce anything.
No.
Yeah.
I assume everyone who came out at 8 p.m. knows who we are.
They know, you guys know who we are, right?
Yeah, I'm Comicstorian, that's Comics Explained, and that is Sal from Comic Pop. What up? Pretty much everyone mostly knows who we are, except for the people that got dragged out here by their significant others or friends.
Yeah.
And I just saw dozens of people look at the other individual.
I don't know who these guys are. Like, I mean, you say they're going to watch the videos, but why?
They know your voice. Yeah.
Oh. All right, I have kind of an early announcement.
Are you pregnant?
It's a boy! All right, how many of you guys know about the Omega Beyond Omega little series? And I assume all of you guys are familiar with Picklework. What if I told you that tomorrow there's a video about how Picklework is one of the most powerful comic characters?
I think Rick likes that. Rick likes that. Is that the Rick we know? Every year?
Oh my God, I'm here!
But now she's Rick.
I'm gonna give you a hug this way. You're like one of my most favorite people to meet. Now, I recorded it while I was on Discord. If you guys are not part of the Discord, follow us on Twitter. You will find the link to the Discord. You'll find the Comicstorian, Comicsexplained Discord.
Yep.
I recorded it while I was in the Discord, and I couldn't stop laughing. So, there's two versions. The serious version, and the one where I can't stop laughing.
I think you just have to do the serious version.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing both. They're both gonna be in the same video.
Stick around for the bloopers.
That's literally what I said.
That's gold.
Yeah. But I just wanted to pass that on to you guys. No, I mean, I'm
How are we supposed to compete with that?
I can't.
I'm doing Suicide Squad tomorrow. That's not the same thing. It's the finale. Harley's in charge and Batman fights her.
Yeah, right. Well, you know what? I bet she's kind of tickled. So.
Although I wouldn't put it past a Harley story where she becomes a pickle.
Big time.
I could see that. It would literally be like she sees an episode of Rick and Morty. She sees a Picklework episode and turns herself into a pickle.
Yeah, half the stuff that Amanda Conner does with Harley Quinn, I feel like is just her watching TV at night, like stoned, going, yes, that would be a good idea.
Oh man. But yeah, no, I mean on the Doomsday Clock thing, I wholeheartedly believe the Dr. Manhattan reveal is probably one of the greatest surprises in comic book history of like the last decade.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't even aware of it. It's like they both read it before I did.
Wait,
And they were
Watchmen?
No, DC Universe Rebirth #1.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, we went to the midnight premiere and
Yeah.
book and we read it at 2 in the morning and I'm like,
I woke up at 6 a.m. and read it.
I drove home, I read it in the dark.
Yeah. And they were like, no, it's all.
Wait, you read a comic while driving?
No, I was I mean, obviously.
And it was dark, so you were like sitting there with like the headlights. I'm like, come on, green light, come on.
Officer, I know why you pulled me over, but come on.
Have you read this? Wally West is back! And there's a blue hand! It could have been a blue penis, it still would have been a blue penis!
I have to throw this out there, all right? Love the button. Absolutely love the button. Am I the only one who's disappointed that we got Jay Garrick back for like that long?
Yes.
No, you're not. You're not.
I'm so disappointed on
You
that.
didn't get your giveaway, but they gave you the button.
Oh, it doesn't have the smiley face.
But it's pretty close.
That's the British button.
I got a button.
Because in England they can't use the
I got
smiley
a
face.
Black Panther button.
Well, that's sick.
Where's it?
I got the Hulk button.
Was that you? What was it they gave me? There we go. Right there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you give me the. I got a Black Panther. Man, that Black Panther movie hard. I am so hyped for that. Okay. Black Panther was a character that I dug for a little while, and it was like, okay, like he's interesting off and on, you know. And then like Hickman's like, you know what? Let's write like Avengers and New Avengers, and let's have him reform the Illuminati, and then let's have him get like the Infinity Gauntlet,
And then break it.
So what about Dr. Manhattan?
I'm so terrible. I'm going
Maybe drinking the coffee right before this was not.
It was not very good.
This has nothing to do with coffee. This is just what it does.
That's just how it goes, man.
So anyway, yes, Geoff Johns said, and so here's what he gave away. Obviously, they're not going to give everything away. That's what we do. But no, so they gave away like he's enjoyed writing this, and he wanted to make sure it was going to be in the tone and the voice of the Watchmen. And he said that while the Beyond Watchmen series was good and it let them do what they wanted to do, that's not what he wanted. He made rules for Watchmen. So like the 9-panel layout, more character-driven storylines than a plot-driven storyline. And he didn't want it to really be about Batman and Superman, but how they get affected by everything.
Right.
He wants it to be a true sequel to the Watchmen. And here's one of the best things that he said tonight that blew my mind, and I was so thankful because DC keeps doing this kind of thing. He said it's not a crossover. There's no tie-ins. There's just 12 issues, start to finish. You read that. Yeah. One story. Wow. Which I'm excited for because metal's fun and all, but what I don't like is when it's like crossover, and you're like, I can't buy all that.
Those metal tie-ins are tight though. That Red Death issue was sick.
Dude, Red Death, man. Batman becomes a Flash. That was so geese. He's like, hey man, like the world's going to pot, so like I'm gonna need your powers. What, do you want to give them to me or not? That was the craziest thing. Benny told me that. I hadn't even read it. And he was like, yeah man, like he ties him to the Batmobile and drives him into the Speed Force.
I was like, it's the most metal thing ever! Okay, but there's a comment that I have to ask you two, and I want your answers for that before we got to go back to Doomsday Clock. But, so the comment was, why doesn't the Flash just vibrate out of the chains? And I was like, that's one of those things we don't want to question.
Because we only have like 12 pages? I don't know. I assume it's because he's just so beside himself with like betrayal.
Oh, no, that's right. Batman injected him, didn't he? Yeah. Like nerfed his powers for a second.
For like 1 second?
Well, however.
Well, but I thought he froze him for like 1 second.
No, that was in Dark Knight's Metal.
Right.
Where he froze his head.
No, that was in Dark Metal, but in Red Death, he like froze him and used that to his advantage. And the whole thing was your compassion berry.
Right.
So by the time he's strapped to the car, that's fair. Even if he's driving into the Speed Force, you think the Flash would be like, did you forget I could do this?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Comics.
Hashtag, I'm a book logic.
No, the only excuse is because if he got free, it wouldn't be as metal.
Yeah. No. You gotta have it be opposite.
But yeah, like I've been pretty stellar with everything that's been going on with Watchmen going into the DC universe, and I'm really looking forward to what comes next. I mean, it's really cool to have a 12-issue series.
Yeah.
Basically Watchmen 2.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what happens. I'm more excited to see like what happens if we get like a Batman Rorschach team-up book. Like that's the kind of thing I'm
no
Well,
way Batman
I believe
again.
who just tweeted it. Someone just tweeted they're doing a Rorschach solo series.
Man,
I will find the tweet. I want to say it's Tom King.
man, let me show you something.
Tom King would be the perfect person to write a Rorschach series.
Yeah.
After reading Tom King's Batman.
I'm gonna find it now.
Batman is like such a psycho in this book.
Yeah,
Like, it's like just apply that to Rorschach.
Watch me be completely wrong, and it's like some troll tweet.
Like Tom King 01.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you are the hardcore Watchmen fan. I enjoy the books,
I like it.
but I am. See, we have differing opinions because I'm all for
Like sequels and
sequels and keep going into it.
Yeah.
And like I love the solo story. I love the fact that it's a single, one complete story.
Yeah.
But I feel like 20 years later, let's explore this. It's had its day to be a solo one shot.
Yeah, I mean, like it'd always be. My issue is I don't think it's detracting from it because Watchmen is like its own like titular thing. It's its own like entity. You can't detract. But before Watchmen, it didn't hurt Watchmen. You know, just because it sucked doesn't mean that it like hurt the book. Sorry.
Hey, the Rorschach book was okay.
And it's
Was that Gazzarello? Because that's
yes,
totally
that's Brian
fitting.
Gazzarello. And it's
It was just a weird side story.
No, what was it? The Dr. Manhattan series was good. But otherwise, no.
It's
Yeah, the
called-
Dr. Manhattan one was good too.
And that was the only sequel, I think.
I love the Dr. Manhattan one. No, the Dr. Manhattan one was a prequel.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan's a prequel and Rorschach with a side story.
Oh,
I don't think
actually.
Well, because you think about it, they were all titled before Watchmen.
Well, yeah.
I don't think the Dr. Manhattan one's really a prequel because it takes place after he got his powers.
Exactly.
And the origin story of the powers is explained in the story.
It's a prequel in the sense of it's like right after the movies kind of a thing, like the book and the movies, and he's basically saying, here's how I got here.
Right.
And that's pretty much all it is.
All right, so it's a little bit.
Yeah, it's a prequel. Yeah, it's a modern day story told as a flashback.
Yeah,
Told with a flashback.
Plus,
Maybe
it
it's
was
on
sick.
Instagram. I'm still looking. Well, anyway.
I mean,
But it
I'm
doesn't
just
hurt Watchmen. Is what my point. Like, do a sequel, go for it. It's not going to make Watchmen like any less amazing.
Yeah.
Google search.
I mean, it is one of the most interesting things. Like Watchmen's always just been an outlier in DC. I mean, because of the time that Watchmen came out, Vertigo hadn't been around. But if Vertigo was created by the time Watchmen came out, it would have been Vertigo, and it just would have been a Vertigo title, which is actually kind of disappointing because Watchmen was so cool. With it not being rolled into Vertigo, it's literally just something that was out there in no man's land. And I think it would have rolled in, in the world previously. I mean, could you imagine that? Could you imagine like Rorschach in stories with like John Constantine?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be cool. You got Constantine like fighting a demon.
That was
And
reaching.
then Rorschach, Rorschach, he's like Rorschach's journal.
Yeah.
If it exists, I can't find it because Twitter's just full of doomsday
I
clock
would
stuff.
love to see the demons in Rorschach. I want to see them meet up with Etrigan.
Yes.
Yes.
Fragments and whatnot.
Gone the form of man.
That was the most fun complete story that I've done in a long time. like, I have a lot of fun with all of them in general, but I more have fun describing the scenes that are happening and, you know, and like the single lines. But trying to speak in Rorschachisms.
Oh yeah.
was so much fun and so difficult at the same time to make it not sound like I was just gonna to be Rorschach-ish.
Oh, no, Rorschach's true.
Yeah.
Then he's making a video about me again and he screwed up. Why does he keep doing this? Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, it really is an exciting time in DC. It's such a great time because I'm in truth, and I'm going to go on a lecture, and I'm sure people are doing boo hiss. I think when it comes to like Teen Titans, I think when it comes to like Batman, I think when it comes to Superman, Aquaman, so on and so forth, they're legacy characters. They are the characters who started it. Like almost every character that's ever existed after the creation of the core members of the Justice League, basically, minus the Flash or minus Barry Allen, they started all this. And it almost seems like you kind of get to a point where it's like every story that can be told, it has to be told. And it's like, well, where do you go from there? Well, you take like basically God and then have him have a conversation with Superman. And like, what happens? What happens when like a guy who's just like, hey, Superman, like, I mean, it's cool we're having this conversation. Just so you know, like, I could just page you out of existence.
Well, Geoff Johns even said he didn't want to see just Superman fighting Dr. Manhattan. He said, I could tell that story, but he had no interest in telling that story.
Yeah.
Why? He doesn't want to just see Superman punching Manhattan. He wants to have a story there.
Everyone wants to see that.
But it wouldn't make any sense. I don't think there's anybody.
Yeah, but everyone else,
who
Superman would
really
get creamed.
That like, I mean, okay, let's just say, in what universe would anybody believe that Superman can beat Dr. Manhattan? Like,
oh, dude, you just challenged all the power scalers.
There's usually that one time where Superman sat in the sun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give Superman like 10,000 years to sit in the sun, and then we'll let him fight Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, he might have a chance then. Might.
You realize Dr. Manhattan can just look at him and be like, I don't like you. Superman's like, I have been preparing for this day for 10,000 years, Mr. Manhattan. You're smoking.
Do what?
Cosmic Eyes Superman.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Red Horse's plot device.
It's like everyone who's like, because if you've been, I know I'm going to bring up a character that everyone loves, but if you've been reading Gwenpool, they just made her beyond everything. She can leave the comic and just do whatever she wants. And then all I had for like a day was everyone being like, Gwenpool versus insert comic book character.
Right.
And I'm like, she can leave the comic. It's over. Like, I don't care what your fight is. That in the comic book itself, they say we cannot defeat her because whenever we even have a chance, she leaves.
So Gwenpool's basically Dr. Manhattan now.
Yeah, she basically. Well, except the question is that, so basically, yeah, Gwenpool versus Dr. Manhattan. That would be interesting. But can Dr. Manhattan surpass comics? If he can, then we have a fight. Otherwise, Gwenpool's like, bye.
Well, that's what makes Dr. Manhattan such a weird quagmire in DC, is because you have characters like that. Like, you have a lot of characters like Dr. Manhattan who can just, control reality. Like, you got Lucifer Morningstar.
Or Mad Jim Jaspers.
Mad Jim Jaspers is horrible. But you have a lot of characters. But you don't see, like, the President's fighting Superman.
No.
You never see them cross over. And so they're totally.
Can you imagine that? Just picture that for 1 second. Hello, I'm Superman. Hello, I'm God.
Yeah.
All right then.
What's up, guy? Like, you knew it was gonna go.
Do you know who I am? I'm Superman.
What's up, God? Put your dukes up. No, I mean,
if we get the Muhammad Ali, like the Muhammad Ali versus Superman cover, and we just have Superman winding up for a punch and just upright white light.
hey, if Superboy Prime can punch reality, then
Superman can punch God.
He can punch light. But yeah, no, it's taking a character of such an extreme level of power and just bringing him over to the DC universe, like the main superheroes, because then it kind of begs the question, like, what hope do they have?
That's why Superman comes into play. He is like the physical embodiment of all of DC's hope.
Yeah, but they played him very grounded recently, I think.
No. The current Superman, re-merging, fighting with Mixopedia, like this. The current Superman's like very quickly progressing to 1 million Superman at a much faster rate than we've ever seen.
No, I mean, grounded relatively.
He just beat Mixopedia in his own game.
He didn't.
Mixopedia booked it.
Yeah, he didn't punch him to death.
No, his son beat him.
What I'm saying is, the son.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm saying is the current Superman we don't need to give him a million years. We just give him 10 more issues.
Right.
And he'll be at that level.
I don't know. I mean, he got the tar beat out of him by like his rose.
Yeah.
The way they introduced him is into the current rebirth was, hey, go to the middle of the earth, you know, the hottest place ever. Let's just start there. That was like, welcome to the universe. You're going all the way in.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I think they're like kind of good, but nonetheless, I mean, it is kind of an exciting time. I mean, you guys want to transition over to?
Yeah.
No, we got to talk about this.
Keep talking about Doomsday Clock?
Why not?
What more is there to talk about?
This is the show, by the way.
Geoff Johns had his panel where he's like, hey, Doomsday Clock is coming. Like, I mean, that's
It's gonna be pinned.
So, okay, let's do this then. Because we can move over, but I have an actual honest question.
Okay.
And I'm sure they'd love to hear our theories on this. So we know Rorschach's back.
Yes.
We know Dr. Manhattan's involved.
Yes.
The big question is, where is Ozymandias? Because here's what they showed.
Alexa's shoulder there?
No, because what they showed in the, I don't know, is it?
Yeah. Open it up.
No, well, we see a hand.
Look at the gauntlet on his.
Okay, but we still see a hand.
Yeah, but it's look. At
We thought Mr. Oz for 5 years was that guy.
in color. You thought it was, but I was wrong too. I thought it was pre-crisis Lex Luthor.
I thought it was pretty cool.
So anyway, the question is, where is Ozymandias? Where is Night Owl? Where is Spectre, Silk Spectre, whatever she goes by at this point? The girl. Anyway. Where do you I just want to know what you guys think.
Oh,
where
well,
are they?
right.
Because in that 6-panel preview,
Yeah.
we saw that Ozymandias' fortress is basically being overrun. Everyone was against him. They found out the great lie. Rorschach's journal got out. They're all trying to get him. But he doesn't, it's not like we don't, oh, he's dead. No, he's gone. So where do we think he is?
Well, that's the thing, because from what Geoff Johns told us, the story takes place in 1992. So it takes place long before the modern day.
Yeah, but the kicker, you can't use the time.
No.
But
But
what was
what I'm-
86? So it's
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I mean, he literally told us that it allows for them to tell this story and then move on to where are the Watchmen now. Now, my idea, and this is my guess, I think we're taking this from Wally West. Wally West pops up, Barry Allen's like, oh, do Wally, man. You know, and they're like, "Hey, Wally," brings Wally in, and then Wally's like, hey, like somebody just wiped 10 years out of your life. Like everything, like you have no idea what's gonna happen. All right, I think that's literally what's gonna happen to Watchmen. I think that like Night Owl, all those guys, they're out there.
Right.
Floating around.
They're operating.
And they don't know who they are. Like they're just people.
Do you
out
think
there.
Night Owl showed up and saw Batman and was like, whoa, gotta change my costume?
I think that's a perfect way. I think it's a perfect way to grab the traditional Watchmen characters that we know of, like Rorschach or something like that, whatever it is, and then bring them in. They have no clue who they are.
Right.
Like they're just people there somewhere. And I can imagine them because they kind of tease that with the button and the idea of like Johnny Thunder.
Yeah.
And like the JSA. Like they tease it with the idea like they're there. Johnny Thunder's a crazy guy in the middle of the institution talking about the lightning and all that kind of stuff.
They just announced yesterday that like they have no plans for JSA
Really?
or Legion of Superheroes.
Wait,
No,
They
no.
could be waiting for a while.
what happened to that?
So they said yesterday.
The rumor mill was churning out. Man, I don't know if it was true. The rumor mill was churning out that Hickman was going to write Legion of
That's your wishful thinking about it.
That is not real thing. But no, I think we're not going to know. Like the Watchmen are just out there. Like
Yeah.
they're just people. Like buying
I like the
groceries.
idea that-
Who knows what's happening?
Yeah, I
And
like the idea that
gonna be
they're
broken
their
down.
old counterparts. Like
Yeah.
Ted Kord is actually Night Owl.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's like-
that would be kind of interesting.
Like the
Justice
question is
Society.
actually Rorschach. It's like true.
Yeah, but he just said in the panel that he doesn't really like.
He
Yes.
didn't want to do the crossover.
No. He said that while